The neon lights of the burger joint, once a beacon of late-night cravings and quick bites, now cast a long, cold shadow. The once bustling establishment, filled with laughter and the sizzle of the grill, now stands eerily silent, a stark reminder of the lives it once supported. Maria, a single mother of two, stands outside, clutching a cardboard box filled with the remnants of her fast food career. Her uniform, name tag and a few personal items are all that remain of her job. The weight of uncertainty presses down on her shoulders as she contemplates her next steps. Her eyes, red-rimmed and filled with a despair as bitter as day-old coffee, reflect the harsh reality faced by thousands across the nation. The fast food industry, once a seemingly stable source of employment, is drowning in a sea of layoffs. Each layoff is a story of hardship, a tale of dreams deferred and hopes dashed. Maria's story is not unique. Across the country, from bustling city centres to quiet suburban strips, fast food workers are facing the bitter pill of unemployment. The ripple effects of these layoffs extend far beyond the individual, impacting families, communities and local economies. The pink slips arrive with the coldness of a corporate memo, severing livelihoods and shattering dreams with ruthless efficiency. Each slip is a symbol of a broken promise, a reminder of the fragility of job security in an industry built on convenience and speed. These aren't just numbers on a balance sheet, they are human beings, families struggling to keep their heads above water in an increasingly turbulent economic sea. The loss of a job means more than just a loss of income. It means a loss of identity, stability, and hope for a better future. The warm glow of the golden arches, the comforting aroma of French fries, the familiar jingle of the drive-through speaker, all these mask a darker reality. Behind the cheerful facade lies a workforce grappling with low wages, precarious schedules, and the ever-present threat of being replaced by a machine, or worse, nothing at all. Behind the facade of convenience and affordability lies a workforce grappling with low wages, precarious schedules, and the ever-present threat of being replaced by a machine, or worse, nothing at all. The stress and uncertainty take a toll on their mental and physical health, creating a cycle of hardship that is difficult to break. The layoff crisis in the fast food industry is not just an economic issue, it's a human tragedy, a stark reminder of the human cost of corporate greed and societal indifference. Each layoff is a story of resilience and struggle, a testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. As we move forward, it is crucial to remember the faces behind the statistics and to advocate for a more just and equitable future for all workers. The seeds of this layoff crisis were sown long ago, a bitter harvest from a system that prioritizes profit over people. This isn't a sudden storm, but a brewing tempest that has been gathering strength over the years, fueled by a relentless focus on the bottom line. The fast food industry, built on a foundation of low wages and high turnover, has long treated its workers as disposable commodities, easily replaced cogs in a vast, impersonal machine. These workers, often young and from marginalized communities, have been the backbone of an industry that thrives on their labor but offers little in return. But the current crisis is fueled by a confluence of factors, a perfect storm that threatens to capsize the industry and leave countless lives in its wake. The pandemic has only exacerbated these issues, highlighting the fragility of a system that was already on shaky ground. One major culprit is automation. The rise of self-service kiosks, mobile ordering, and even robotic cooks has led to a decreased need for human workers. These technological advancements, while impressive, have a dark side. They strip away the human element, reducing interactions to mere transactions. While these technologies promise increased efficiency and lower costs for corporations, they come at a steep price for the millions of people who rely on fast food jobs for their livelihoods. The promise of progress often leaves behind those who cannot keep up, creating a chasm between the tech-savvy and those struggling to adapt. The skills gap widens as machines become more sophisticated, leaving many workers stranded on the wrong side of the digital divide. Training programs are often inadequate, and the pace of technological change outstrips the ability of workers to adapt. Adding fuel to the fire are rising operating costs. The cost of ingredients, rent, and even the ubiquitous paper cup has skyrocketed in recent years, squeezing profit margins and forcing companies to make tough decisions. These rising costs are a result of global supply chain disruptions, inflation, and increased demand for raw materials. Instead of absorbing these costs, or dare we say reducing executive bonuses, the burden falls squarely on the shoulders of the most vulnerable, the frontline workers. These workers, already living paycheck to paycheck, find themselves in an even more precarious position. Layoffs, once a last resort, have become a go-to solution, a quick fix for a system riddled with systemic issues. The human cost of these layoffs is immense, leading to financial instability, mental health struggles, and a loss of dignity for those affected. The industry must reckon with these challenges and seek sustainable solutions that prioritize people over profit. The impact of these layoffs extends far beyond the confines of the fast food restaurant. It's not just about losing a job. It's about losing a sense of security and stability that many of these workers and their families rely on. It ripples outwards, touching families, communities, and the very fabric of our society. The loss of income affects the ability to pay for essential needs, from groceries to utilities and even healthcare. When a breadwinner loses their job, the consequences can be devastating. The immediate loss of income can lead to a cascade of financial difficulties, making it hard to keep up with daily expenses. Bills pile up, rent goes unpaid, and families are forced to make impossible choices between putting food on the table and keeping a roof over their heads. The stress of these decisions can lead to long-term emotional and psychological strain. The psychological toll is equally profound. The uncertainty and fear of the future can lead to anxiety and depression, affecting not just the individual but everyone around them. The loss of a job can be a crushing blow to one's self-esteem and sense of purpose. It can make people feel isolated and disconnected from their community, exacerbating feelings of loneliness and despair. The stress and anxiety of unemployment can lead to health problems, strained relationships, and a sense of hopelessness that can be difficult to shake. Marriages and partnerships often suffer as financial pressures mount, leading to increased conflict and tension. For many fast food workers, their job is more than just a paycheck. It's a lifeline, a source of community, and a sense of belonging. The camaraderie and support they find at work can be a crucial part of their social network. When that lifeline is severed, the consequences can be dire. The sudden loss of this support system can leave individuals feeling adrift and unsupported. Moreover, the ripple effect extends to the broader economy. The loss of jobs in the fast food industry can lead to a decrease in consumer spending, which in turn affects other local businesses. As unemployment rises, consumer spending decreases, creating a vicious cycle that can plunge communities into economic despair. The decline in spending affects everything from retail stores to service providers, leading to further job losses and economic instability. Local businesses that rely on the patronage of fast food workers and their families suffer. Tax revenues decline, and the social safety net is stretched thin trying to support those left behind. The economic health of entire communities can be jeopardized. The layoff crisis in the fast food industry is not an isolated incident. It's a canary in the coal mine, a warning sign of a system teetering on the brink. It highlights the vulnerabilities in our economic structure and the urgent need for systemic change to support workers and their families. The true cost of the fast food layoff crisis is most acutely felt in the communities where these restaurants are often the primary employers. These are places where generations have relied on fast food jobs to make ends meet, where the promise of a steady paycheck, however meager, provided a foothold on the ladder of economic opportunity. But as those jobs disappear, so too does the hope for a better future. Small towns and rural communities already grappling with declining populations and limited job prospects are particularly vulnerable. The closure of a single fast food restaurant can be a devastating blow, leaving a gaping hole in the local economy and further diminishing the already limited opportunities for young people. The American dream, once seemingly within reach, recedes further into the distance. replaced by a sense of resignation and despair. The social fabric of these communities also begins to fray. As unemployment rises, so too does crime, drug abuse and other social ills. The bonds that once held these communities together weaken under the strain of economic hardship, creating a sense of isolation and alienation. The American ideal of community, of neighbours helping neighbours, is eroded as people struggle to survive in a system that seems increasingly stacked against them.
What's up, guys? What's up? So, welcome TV. Here we talk about social issue affecting society as a whole. Please, guys, I'm kindly asking for you guys to like, share, and comment. And also, I'm asking you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you, guys. Bye.